Hey guys, right, quick update. I am waiting for the last few bits for the Orange Enfield that are coming from Hitchcock's. So, and also the size stand, which I finished off and sent to the powder coaters, which I think I'm getting back today. So, I thought I would tackle this terrible tank. Yeah, anyone who's seen the video on this knows what a bad mess it is, and now we've all of a sudden got visitors. We've got dogs everywhere. Come here, Birdie. No one sees you very often. Oh God, there we go. Say hello. Say hello. You wanna go down? Here's Blue. You coming up? Come on, I can't lift you up. You're too big. You can't lift you up. Anyway, yes. Now, so I bought this tank, as some of you are aware, a while ago. And to my horror, after lifting lots of filler out of it, bog, bondo, whatever you want to call it, it was in a big mess. Now this is borderline of whether it's going to end up in the bin or I'm going to manage to do something with it. It really is that bad. I know inside is absolutely rammed out with some sort of tank sealer. They must have emptied the whole can of tank sealer in it, because there's no way this tank should be that heavy. So I think the only way that I'm going to be in with some sort of chance with putting this right or not is to cut it open. I've got my thinking cap on. Apparently you should wear a baseball cap. You can do lots of really good things. So I've got my thinking cap on. We need every chance we can get with this. So yeah, I am literally going to cut the bottom out of it and see what we've got. For those who didn't see that video, let's sort of give you an idea where we are with it. It's just obviously at some point in its life has leaked through little pinholes, I'm guessing, and someone's attacked it with the brazing and the welding and just buckled the thing to death. That side's not as bad, but it is bad. Also, all on the bottom as well is still full of filler. So I've got nothing to lose. That's obviously a big dent there. And I'm not a fan of filler. I like to try and get the metal work right. So I think I've got nothing to lose. It was one of them. I took the risk, and again, it didn't pay off. But I can't really send this back. Sold as seen sort of thing. It's second hand, so what do you expect? You sort of hope that they ain't going to be too bad. But this one is, it's garbage basically. It is scrap. It's a pile of scrap. But I know probably some of you saying, you know, there's no point in putting the time into it. It's a waste of time. I'm doing it more of as a challenge to see if I can save it. If not, at least I've had a go. So what I'm going to do is try and grind along all the weld seams and see if we can eventually break it into two. And then with doing that, what I will do is try and attempt to sort of correct the metal work, I've got in mind how I'm gonna try and attack it. So yeah, it'll allow us to get at the metal work from inside, and it also allow me, if the metal work goes well, to get all that tank sealer out and find out exactly where it possibly was leaking and mend it properly. But we'll see. It may be a waste of time. There's going to be a lot of luck involved, but I will try my best. So let's start grinding the seams and see if we can break it into two. Fingers crossed. It's going to go right. I've got to make it. Hold on. Do you have to do this? You have to do that, don't you? If you want to be cool as well. We'll leave it at that. Right, let's grind it. Stop talking nonsense, fat boy. Let's sort this out. God, I can barely see through them glasses. Let's find some I can see through. Ah, they're better. Right then. I don't even mind if I lose a bit off the bottom. I don't. Which I'll probably end up doing actually, to a certain degree. I don't want to lose loads, so I do want to try and straighten some of it up. Anyway, let's have a crack at it. This brazing's absolutely plastered in it. It's plastered. It might take a bit of breaking free. What we gotta try and do as well is sort of try and grind evenly so we don't end up going like that. So we've got a straight line to work with when it parts, if it parts. I think if anything, we'll find out how not to tank seal your tank. If anything, if all else fails, we get to see how much someone has put in there. I guess if it does work, we can tidy all the joins up. It's not looking very healthy. You can see where it's starting to part now. You see the lines where it's actually popping apart. If we can get it to do that comfortable all the way around without prizing it apart, that'll be brilliant. I think we'll get the little die grinder in these bits now, where we can't get in with the angle grinder. Right, so some power. It's going to be interesting, like I say, if anything, just to see how much stuff someone's poured in it. What I've just done on that side is try to carefully slice up with the cutting wheel. And it is parting it. Some of the welds that have been done in the side, I've proper bonded it together. And we'll just zip up this side now. Obviously just got to be careful that you don't cause even more damage. But you know, if you do, obviously it's repairable, but there's enough damage as it is. Not nice. I think literally all that part of the tank is weld. So we gotta get past the depth of that lip where it'd be connected to break it free. So it's going to be very difficult getting around that radius with that. We'll get there. It'll break free. I think it is turning into more of a mission of let's have a look inside, because it is pretty horrific, to be fair. Oh, oh God, here we go. You ready for this? Wow. Put a fair bit in there. Blimey. That's What's that there? Is that a marble? That's a marble. So they've obviously filled the tank up with things and been shaking it around. There's another marble. It is as well, you see the colours in there. I don't know if you can see that. Brilliant. God, blimey, they've really gone to town on that. That's amazing. Oh, look at it all around there. I reckon they put a litre in. Just emptied it in there. Wow. Why? This is what happens when you put too much tank sealer in. Let's see if I've got my scraper. That is unbelievable. Could have worked it down that side. It's a bit boggy. Look at this here. Let's put that there a minute. Look at it in that corner. So they obviously haven't. And see that? That's quite thick. Maybe we can get that off in one hit. Wow. Yeah, here it comes, look. Look how deep they've got that. It's got a few microns of paint on there. Sealer, or whatever you want to call it. Bodge. That is amazing. Can't believe there are marbles in there. Bit of the old welding wire. Anyway, I'm gonna have a bit of time on that and get it all off. Back in a minute. Well, hour, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Well, if we're going to attempt to fix it, we've got to get the rest of that muck off. I think the level of shot blasting it would need to shift that stuff because it's quite tough. Would actually buckle the material and completely scrap it totally. I know everyone's shouting at the TV now, it's scrap, throw it away. I'll get it, but sometimes, you know, you have to give yourself a challenge. And I think I've certainly done that. So I think the easiest way is to burn it off without putting too much heat through it, just enough to melt the tank sealer or whatever the hell it is, to soften it up, to scrape it off. Like I say, the blast that it'd need to move that, it would buckle everything. So let's heat it up. Oh, easy. And obviously being careful that we don't do a bit of wrist slitting. Bit of a stubborn bit. It comes straight off like that, which is good. Right, I'll press on and do this, and we'll come back for the next stage. Right, that day didn't quite go to plan. As you can see, I've still got tank sealer all over that. Not a problem, I've had a nice day. And it's nearly all out of that. It is blue. Blue's here. It's gone 11 o'clock at night. Anyway, I had some friends turn up and we had a bit of a catch up, which was nice. So, sort of put the brakes on this, which ain't a problem. I have weeks go by, I've seen nobody, so that was quite nice. Anyway, the tank sealer's coming off quite easy with heat. And I think I mentioned, it was hours ago now. I didn't want to get it blasted because the blasting to get that off would have been after have been quite heavy, so it probably would have started buckling things up. I don't know if you've experienced that, but blasting can actually buckle material up. So yes, we'll burn it off and then we'll clean it all up by hand. I'll get it all as best as I can. It's actually, weirdly, not that bad. I don't quite know. Hello, Blue. Come on up. I don't quite know why it had such poor repairs. I think this has just started to go around the seam. And someone started a repair, probably blew a hole in it, tried to weld the hole up, blew an hole in it again, and just started chasing it around all around the bottom, then ended up turning to brazing to try and block it up. And I reckon it's just gone from something quite simple into a disaster. It's one of them. But I am going to have a damn good go at saving it. I think it's going to clean up all right, and then we've got to get rid of all the dreaded bits. I'll dig that brass out, and while the tank's off I can get a few little dents out from the inside. So yeah, I reckon it might be savable. I know some of you are probably going, it's a waste of time, but it's nice to set a challenge now and again and push yourself into it and try and achieve it. So I'm going to call this part 1 on the tank, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. I think I should have remainder of the parts for the Orange Enfield here tomorrow. So if they're here, then I'll be getting on with that, because obviously that is a priority. This is, if this works, this is going on my bike, if we manage to save it. I'm feeling optimistic about it. I know it looks terrible, but I think we'll do all right. So anyway, we'll call this part 1, and hopefully get on to part 2 very soon, where we'll be finishing the cleaning and putting it back into one piece. Anyway, hope everyone's well and you've all taken care, and I'll see you soon. Cheers for watching, guys.